friends, it is I, Cameron Mandy, and we're waiting for Alphinius Goo's scrying stone to start working again. So, I am left here alone to just speak into the world, which we all know how well this always goes, but he will hopefully be with us very soon. So, please, if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, put them in the chat so I don't just sit here blathering out stuff until the scrying stone starts working. So, recite a poem. I don't have any on me. How about this? I have a letter I can read from the DLF. Yeah? Rick, let Mandy entertain us and help us and educate us. I mean, I don't think that is my strong suit, any of those things, but I do my best. So here, let me read you this out loud. To whom it may concern, as all previous warnings have at this point remained unheeded, the time has come to solve this matter on our terms. Sorry, the font is very, cursive-y. It makes it hard to read, as you know. Wherefore, the Darkenhaven Liberation Front has seen fit to remove you from the board until you and your ilk cooperate to see his release. Our demands must be met. Alphinius's estate will pay reparations to the city of Darkenhaven for his and his followers. Alphinius irrevocably withdraws his name from the mayoral campaign. Alphinius admits the superiority of Goo, and Alphinius disbands the Goo Syndicate. Once this occurs, the DLF will release Alphinius unharmed. If not, you will see ... So, I don't know. To me, a little bit, it sounds like, Alphinius is trying to get sympathy for his mayoral campaign, and trying to pin it on Goo. It just seems a little too direct, if you know what I'm saying. So that has filled up all of a minute of time. So anyone else got anything for me that you would like to know that I might have answers to? Please put them in the chat. I am not a good person at just talking to myself. Alphinius, get your scrying orb working. Why are you not here? So how about this? I'll start with some announcements. First off, Genghis Khan, all of the tickets have gone on sale for Genghis Khan, which is super exciting. And hotel rooms in their hotel block are up to be booked. And so if you're planning on attending us or attending with us at Genghis Khan, now is a great time to go ahead and book all that. Gary Khan, we have oh, I got a good question in the chat. I will answer that, Rick. So with Gary Khan, we have booked out our game masters, and we're going to be running a nice slot of games. So if you plan on attending Gary Khan, we're going to have 3 full tables running games all weekend long. A great question from Rick. What is your favorite Esford and Westford locations? Oh, Alphinius is saying that he's having a bit of a network problem. So I'm just going to keep talking until... Oh, I'm sorry. Not a network problem. What am I saying? The scrying score... Oh, there! Wait. I think we have something. Alphinius!
Yes, Cameron Mandy. It is terrible out here.
I was left to talk by myself for 5 minutes. It was horrifying.
Well, I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. It is very difficult out here lost in the woods of the Blueshine's archipelago.
Is that one of those cocktails?
Cocktail, yes. I have learned that these are actually not bad. They're actually good.
Maybe they're starting to turn you to your way of... Alphinius, did you get a haircut while you were on the island? You're looking quite nice.
No. I've just been trying to keep up after the comment that Inspector Lawrence came out with my lack of personal hygiene. I felt like I needed to address it as quickly as possible.
Yes. Anyway, thank goodness you were here. I was about to answer a question from Rick, who was kindly taking pity on me and put it in the chat, which was, what is your favorite Esford or Westford locations? And And so I think that so first off, obviously Gloomport, I think, is going to be my favorite because that's where the Hatters are located. And there's just a lot of really interesting things going on there. And I've always really enjoyed going into underground cities and stuff like that, just to kind of see the different ecosystems. So I'm very excited about that.
The Gloomport is going to be magnificent. I mean, the whole city of Darkenhaven, the whole complex, right? Keep going.
Okay. And then, but also on West Verdestia, what is the place called with all the undead?
The Vile Desolation.
The Vile Desolation, I think, is probably one of the more intriguing places to me. And I know there's an adventure coming there, and I'm very excited to play it. But
the Dead in Fallow is what it's called, Cameramendi.
And the reason why I like it is because there's all sorts of complexities wrapped around this location. And I've seen these complexities in other places too, about how people work with undead, especially when undead maybe become cognizant and start having are not truly undead anymore, if that makes any sense.
Yes, so, that was the genesis of the Faz'ud in the creation of our world, right? Was the undead that actually have a true conscience and morality, and and it's very interesting. I find it a nice nuance in what we are doing.
Mm-hmm. So some people are saying in the chat that the trees in the background seem to have changed, but I think that
I'm in a different location. I'm traveling.
Yeah,
I'm running around I'm running around all over the place trying to keep these DLF bastards off of my backside, as it were.
Oof.
Okay, and all you in the chat with your dirty minds, that's not what I meant.
Anyway, let's go ahead and talk some social media today, and then we have a great tour of the Blueshine Archipelago for everybody.
Look, Jean has cocktails.
Sheehan. Yes.
Sheehan, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Listen, I can pronounce it how I wish.
Oh, okay.
Jean is marvelous. Yes, it's marvelous.
Anyway, this is a great picture that Gen Con posted, and asking about how people felt about the block party. And I just love that they use this picture. And if you don't know Sheehan, he is one of our amazing game masters. And his wife, Leanne, also makes these beautiful Gooey Cube sun catchers, which we will be putting up for sale on our website here very soon. So, yeah, so amazing member of the community, and also one of our Knights of the Goo. He got his Goo necklace this last Gen Con. So, okay, this was great from Edward, and so cosplaying as, I believe, Beetlejuice for the premiere of Beetlejuice, which I think is super fun.
Really good.
Are you planning on going to see Beetlejuice? Were you ever a fan?
I am planning on going to grabbing the. Ms. Goo and I really enjoyed the originals, and so we are talking about making a little date, if I ever, of course, get off this island.
Oh, of course, if ever. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that just through like the orbs, you guys have been talking.
Oh,
this thing. This is pretty funny. I'm sorry, it's not funny. It is very serious. Alphinius.
Tragic, terrible. Yes, Alphinius. Keep going, Cameramendi.
The hair.
By hilarious. The gods. Ms. Goo was definitely upset about this.
Mm-hmm. That's not my husband.
Yes. Go ahead. You can speak to that a little bit.
I just thought it was funny. I thought. I'm sorry. Funny. Very serious.
You don't want to piss off Ms. Goo.
That is true. Definitely... She gets this look on her face. It's a very stern look. She might not say anything to your face, but you're about to get zapped behind your back. So, anyway. So tell us a little bit about what's going on here, because this is absolutely gorgeous. And this is the Geisengax art.
So this is one of the new Geisengax arts, and of course we'll be. The wonderful.
Hold on, let's go back.
Please.
Why is Alphinius and Alphinius wearing the same shirt?
Let's be clear about this, my friend. If you were going to create a simulacrum, wouldn't you dress it the same way?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
These same shirts can be found on what's the Zyathé version of Amazon?
Yes,
on
Zyathé.amazon.
Okay.
But anyway, the point about the Drundu house, and I'm very excited about this, that we are going to be posting lots of artworks from not just Geisengax, but also from the Gloomport, right? Because we're getting very close on the Gloomport. So we're going to be showing a lot of art and very interesting things over the next few months as we get to shipping the Gloomport, putting out Geisengax materials, all of that kind of stuff. It's really going to be fun. But this is a group of adventurers who live in the vicinity, in the environs of Geisengax, and Goo is on. Well done, Randy. Well done. I see you, Jen. Anyway, so
that actually Haunted Wolf is actually Joseph McComb.
Oh, yes, I knew that. Did I know that?
Jen also has Wolf in her name as well.
You're right. My apologies, Joseph. I should have. These handles throw me off. You know what? I'm gonna screw it up, and it doesn't matter. So anyway, there is.
Here's David Bean, who just like really helped us out with. That's David. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, so the Drundu house is this marvelous group of adventurers who are friends of the wizard of Geisengax, Gerald Geisengax, and they set up a sort of a place for because the area where Geisengax, the environs of Geisengax, has many places for adventure. It's right at the foot of the Mithril Mountains. It's got all kinds of cool and amazing, interesting places around there. And so adventurers are often come to not just
Alphinius is
around
Stone,
and the Drundu house is one of the places where the you lost me for a second. My apologies.
Your scrying stone is a little wonky. This is how we know that it's a real scrying stone, though, the original artifact.
Yes, of course. This is what I'm saying. This is what you need to understand. People are saying this is some kind of crazy, falsehood that I'm really on vacation and all of it. I mean, this is just malarkey. I mean, I am out here in the woods struggling for my survival, trying to get off of the island, and people are making fun of me, and it's just not right. Totally. But anyway, right. I digress. So let's listen. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the environs of Geisengax going to be very much like the Mornwood, very sandboxy, many opportunities for you to craft your own little things and put them in there. But the Drundu house is going to be one of the localities where the players can kind of use as a base of operations within the environs. And these marvelous characters, you'll get to know them as we go forward. Dak, I have my eyes on you, and so does the DLF. Everyone has their eyes on Dak right now. so anyway, the
chat is on fire right now. So.
I know. Listen, I got to tell you, we need to figure out how to do StreamYard in our execution. When we do Goo Morning 2.0 or 3.0 or whatever it's going to be, I really want to figure out how we use StreamYard because I love this application of being able to show people's. I just love that. So anyway, but let's finish this. So this will be a place where they're going to be able to use as a base of operations, and there'll be lots of intrigue and stuff around the Drundu house, which will not be in the town of Ethelm. This is actually out in the outskirts. So it gives another locality for people to be able to adventure from. And like I said, the environs are going to have all these wonderful sandboxes and interesting little tales. And people, for those of you who like to have your adventurers just be able to go wherever they want to and not really try to push an overarching plot too heavily, this will be perfect for you. I sort of mix it all up. I have some of that. I have some adventures that are more pushy, in terms of pushing the players and that kind of stuff. But I think people are going to just love it. I think they're going to love it.
I think so too. Okay, I'm very excited. Also, I'm just gonna say we had a really great conversation with Stacy this week about sandbox versus railroad kind of stuff. And I really like that our boxes give you the option for both. So if you want to go and do an adventure that's straightforward, you can prep for, you got that. But you also have this wonderful you can expand on it throughout the adventure and have all these materials right at your fingertips if they choose to diverge or go somewhere else. I don't know. I really like what
well, if you want to do this one of these days, Cameramandy, we can do it'd probably be a wonderful discussion Because as people know, I really throw no shade on any sort of game master style, right? Because there are lots of them, you know. But I do not like sort of this sort of elitist thing that is out there. That if you aren't making it up as you go along, if you do more railroady adventures, which people say, you're kind of a lesser game master. This kind of stuff needs to go away. Because honestly, in my opinion, and I've game mastered for many, many groups, I've rarely had people tell me that I suck, even behind my back. So
how would you know that?
This is the truth. This is the truth.
But I think that they just wouldn't come back to your table, and they wouldn't be as engaged for as long as they stay engaged.
Here is the truth: is run games that you love to run for people who love you to run them in the style in which you love to run, right? This is what you do, and that is what makes the game so marvelous. But I would love to have a chat about it, because I think people like to chat about this topic, and I think it'd be something that we'd have a lot of fun discussing. So maybe we could do an episode if I ever get off this island. Oh, hold on. I must have another sip of my
there was a comment earlier that said hydration is important. So
it is absolutely
hydrating, but I think maybe there's like poison in there that makes you content to stay on the island. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh yes, Nessa finally got her stuff.
Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna say though. I just want to say something about Lawrence.
I know. I saw it too, hon. I thought it was magnificent.
Yeah, but I love the little touches that he's added to these magical text enclosed. I mean, it makes it special when you get something like that. So, and he is like the king of adding like little special things like that. So, sorry. So were you, Alphinius? You were also the king. So,
no, this was magnificent. When I saw Nessa's picture, I did not know that Gooey Lawrence had put this little line on the package, and I was like, oh, that is just magnificent, just magnificent.
So okay, also another great shipping photo from Rick, who's also in the chat. So he got his Tarot and Gensicon and the Skandrews delivered, which is awesome. This is
so from let me take a moment, go back there real quick. Let me take a moment to just talk, because there are some people in here that might not know about some of our new races and new peoples that we're making, right? And the Skandrews I love, and I'll just take a moment, and for those of you who know this tale, just bear with me a minute, because there are many new people who are joining us, and I do want to try to over time here catch people up on lore and all that stuff. So here is the deal with the Skandrews. In the beginning of all things, when Avovar had encouraged all of the gods to get together in groups and craft craft races of their own, in the keeping or following the model that he had created in the creation of humans. Okay, one of the gods was prohibited from making or partaking in any of that work. This was the god Malathuk. Now, Malathuk is the god of the dead, and this is what Ovava told him. He said, "You're the god of the dead. You don't get to have a race, right? This is not fair. This is not good. Doesn't make sense." So Malathuk was sorely vexed about this, and he went back to his temple, right, on his plane, right, and brooded for quite a long time, and then he came up with a plan. So since Malathuk is the god of the dead, and he is the one who directs all of the souls of the dead to their final planes where they're going to go as they cross the bridge of the dead, he had an idea. He would create vessels that were sort of in his image and likeness. And then what he would do is grab some of the souls as they were crossing the bridge and infuse them into the vessels that he had created, thereby sort of sneaking around the edict of Avovar, and created the Skandrews. So this marvelous people, right, are souls of others that were in other bodies that have been now put into these vessels, and some of them don't like it, right? So it really gives a marvelous, rich beginning for anyone who wants to play this player race. So I so love the Skandrews. So
Sorry, I've been distracting you. Hopefully not with like, I'm just putting comments up on the screen.
No, don't put those up. If we're going to do this, let's do this because this would be a wonderful chat. And again, I just encourage all of you, don't throw shade. There is no right or wrong way to game master. There is not. If the people at your table love what you're doing, if you love what you're doing, that is all that matters. It does not matter if you are totally railroading them in every aspect. If your players love that, let it go. If you are totally improv and you're making it all up as you go along, that's totally you, right? That is wonderful if your players love it. And this is what I try to say. We got to remove this elitism. It shouldn't exist. It's not good for the gaming community. It's not good for us as people.
We have it in our group, just to be clear. Like,
no, not really.
I've never seen anyone in our group just be like, this is how you have to do it. It's like, here's my suggestion of how you have to do it. Or not how you have to do it. This is my suggestion.
Yes, and I have my own personal preference. My own personal preference is sort of a mix of all. It's a mix of sandboxiness and improv. It's a mix of some railroady stuff. It's a mix of all of that stuff.
I had this really funny moment. So Corey, who plays Locabutt, has created this game. It's called Goo.
Who I'm extraordinarily mad at right now, just so you know.
Well,
go ahead, keep going. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, sounds good. Anyway, but I had to take over Goo Done It for Gen Con. And so I was working off his stuff. And all of his stuff was laid out in spreadsheets. And I had a very difficult time working with spreadsheets. I like documents. I like writing everything out in a document with a certain flow. But he loves having spreadsheets so he can exclude things or take them out. And that's how he sees things. And it's not that either one of us is right or wrong. It's just that our brains comprehend things differently. And like, it's the same thing with gaming. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no best way to do it. It just, people's minds work differently, and that's just how it is.
Some people love big theater of the mind and games that are strongly focused entirely around role play with very little combat. Some people just want to fight all the time. I mean, and none of this is wrong, right? This is all magnificent, right? If people are enjoying it, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just.
Anyway, Terror in GenzaCon. I think it's a great adventure. Thank you for posting it, Rick.
Oh yeah, and it's still on sale with the limited edition. I guess we should have probably promoted that. Now, it's still available for sale. Soon we will be switching it out so that way it is not the non-limited edition. But right now you can still get the limited edition if you purchase Terror in GenzaCon. So, and there's a bundle with 3 limited editions. So if you wanted the original portraits, you could get that bundle.
And look at this, the Spiber hole. I want to know about the Spiber. What is a Spiber? And I feel like we should make it canon in Zyathé now.
The Spiber? Okay, do
Spiber.
it.
I think we have a Spiber.
Adam is just he likes to troll his players, and I just kind of love that. Adam's always posting these little things. If you want to nudge the party in a certain direction, reverse psychology can sometimes do the trick. So.
And again, I tell you, I think most people like this, Camera Mandy. We have all this interesting creative stuff. I talk about this a lot on Goo Morning, that we have all this interesting creative stuff to spark people's imaginations that various of our friends post, and I love them. I
love Spiber, by the way, so we should definitely do
this. Yes, Thomas Rowe, a marvelous little bit of painting here. Yes,
did great job. If you get a chance, watch the video in the den because it's excellent. So, and the colors here, the colors are phenomenal. So,
yes, love them. Yeah. Love them. And Artisan Guild, which is one of the creators that I support as well. I just love their miniatures. They're fantastic.
Okay, so this is because of my Jason. Jason's on a mimic kick. But basically, there's this whole, I don't know if you ever watched these compilations on YouTube of these trucks that cannot hit under the 12-foot thing. They go under these bridges and the tops of their trucks come off.
And the top of their truck is 14 feet.
Yes. Anyway, so I like that they put the monster teeth on there, and it says Big Penny Trucks Munched, and it says 22 this year, 75 since 2004. So anyway, I thought that was fun. Okay, so this is
Pamela.
Yeah, this is great. If you have a chance to go look and like this post from Pam. Pam is one of our most amazing supporters. They did the online Goo Con, and we'll be doing it again, I think, in December. I think we're looking at, I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, I love this. One fun fact about yourself. I'm a nerd that writes creative fiction within the tabletop role-playing game industry for fun. Recently published is the Darkenhaven City box set from Gooey Cube. So put that under the fun facts. So, which I just love. So anyway, hello friends. Though I'm on the run, as they say. I like that you're doing that, all your posts like this, but do tell us about the Greyhawk Inn.
So the Greyhawk Inn is this wonderful thing that we promised people as part of their many of our backers will get this. This is the actual image sketch. It's not quite done. I asked the artist to give us a little more elevation and a little more depth, right? It's kind of a panoramic. It's not a full 360. It's kind of a panoramic of the inside of the common room of the Greyhawk Inn. On the right-hand side, we have to put our stuffed wyvern, which is what the name of the inn comes from, is this, the gray hawk. Everyone saw this thing off in the sky and it was called the Gray Hawk, and they thought it was a big gray hawk that was coming, and it kept flying towards the town, and then ended up being a wyvern that attacked people and caused all kind of mayhem. Anyway, they killed it and then stuffed it and put it on the over the mantle in the fireplace. But this image is going to have all of our legends, characters from Geisengax herein. And I can't wait for it, Camera Mandy. It's going on the wall in the studio when it's done.
It's a very odd shape. So in terms of how wide it is.
Well, remember, it's panoramic, right? So there's a little bit of it's a little bit, but it's the only way we can get them all in.
No, I love it. I'm just wondering, how will you put it into a book? So that way you get all the details.
Oh, it probably won't be in a book, or pieces of it will be in a book. We'll do it with pieces because that's the only way. This is the print that people will receive, and I think it's just going to be wonderful. With all of the characters that our legends have participated in and been a part of, and we're very excited for it.
That's going to be beautiful. That's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Okay, next. Oh, this is from Kevin, and I just thought this was musical, and I would love to see a campaign of someone who just like took all the posts from the den and just was like, here, and now he's forest with this beautiful cottage in the trees. This is totally, by the way, like my style. However, I live in Colorado where the trees are like pine trees and they don't get very big. So, but I would love a house in the woods like that. So anyway.
Yeah, that's a really, really marvelous picture. And I don't know if it's AI or not, but I certainly think it's an illustration. It could be AI. But again, I don't struggle with AI for fun and personal use. I struggle with it where people are not paying humans to execute when they are doing commercial work.
Professionally, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, this is so cute, Michelle. This is so adorable. I want these for all of us, but it's a Lego that says Gooey Cube on the back. Says Lego.
Yeah, I really, really got to think about one for Alphinius.
You need to like make this sweater. That's kind of a great sweater. We should actually be running around wearing these.
Yes.
Okay, so here's a tale. So Matt printed us this beautiful slot machine that I never got to see. It got dropped off at Gen Con at our booth, and I'm not accusing people of stealing it, but it did not make it home with us.
Yeah,
and it was sitting out in our booth on display, and it just disappeared into the ether. So I'm certainly not saying any Gen Con person came and might have just said, wow, that's a really cool slot machine or anything like that. But it was a really big bummer because I never even got to see it or hold it or look at it or anything. And then Matt was so kind and printed us a second one. So that way we could bring it to our office and actually have one on display there. And Matt, I super appreciate that you've done this for us. And he got to add in a bunch of
it will grace our studio. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm very excited. And what it
it will grace our studio. And Matt, thank you. Yes.
So you put a dice in there, you pull the lever, and the thing comes down. So the dice, and then it rolls your dice for you, which I think is really special. So I'm very excited for this. This touched my heart. So Carrie posted this, and it says, "Never forget how far you can go if you believe in your dreams." And on the left is our very first game show that was at Gen Con, or sorry, not Gen Con, Genghis Con. And then on the right is the Gen Con room. And I'm sure even next year we're going to have even more people. This place is going to be packed. So I'm so excited. So yes, people
really like it. It is a wonderful, fun time, and of course they win lots of prizes. Lots of we have wonderful celebrities that make all kinds of fun for us. It's a wonderful. Hey, did we get confirmed? Are we there yet in the big room again, or do you not know yet?
I need to email JC. I'm not sure yet. So
okay,
yeah. So
we had a scandal.
Shh, don't talk about.
No, it was. So the sticker gate. I have to go back real quick. So we had marvelous Mike Dunn on from.
You're gonna just throw Mike Dunn under the bus here.
Oh, I'm throwing him right under the bus. Mike plays at my game table, so I have no problem with that. That's why I'm mad at Corey, because Corey's moving to Alabama. He also plays at my game table, and so he's not going to be. Yeah, that's why I'm mad at him. That's all right. Still doesn't mean I don't love him. Right? I get mad at Ms. Goo and you sometimes, and I still love you both. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying. So
you were talking about Stickergate.
Do you even remember what I was saying?
Yeah, you're talking
Stickergate. Yes. So marvelous Mike Dunn is on the show, and he does not know that there is a rule at Gen Con of no stickers. And the reason why that is because some nefarious individuals amongst the gaming community, probably the same people who stole our slot machine, like to stick stickers all over the place, and they're very difficult to remove for the hotel. It's an unkind thing to do, but people do it. So anyway, in the midst of our marvelous stream, Mike Dunn pulls out a huge number of stickers and just throws them out into the crowd. so we ended up with Stickergate.
The idea being that if you get stickers for free, you don't value them because you can sell them at the booth. Like you can go sell a sticker for $3 at a booth. But if you sell stickers or you buy a sticker, you actually have like monetary value assigned to it. So you're less likely to take that sticker and vandalize with it. So it's an understandable rule, but yeah, we did not. I mean, I remember after all this went down, I kind of remembered hearing about it years ago, but out of mind, you don't think about it, But now I will never not think about the stickers thing because, whew, that was rough. So anyway, and then we had the second scandal, which we won't talk about. So
camera Mandy, it worked out fine.
Anyway,
they loved us. We were so kind to them. We did.
I'm not even talking about that scandal. You're talking about the third scandal. I'm talking about the second scandal. Hopefully, we get back in the main room. So,
are you talking about the camera gate?
Shh, quiet. You.
That's what I'm talking about. It's totally
Joseph's
fine.
also trying to spread secrets in the chat. He knows something that
How come you aren't putting up any chat stuff, by the way? You aren't putting up any chat stuff. I keep looking for it. I don't see it.
Because I'm talking. It's hard to talk and do it, Anyway.
Camera Mandy, we have to multitask when we do these things. Like, I'm multitasking right now myself. Do you see this?
Oh, yeah, with your cocktail. Okay.
Multitask.
Anyway, we're almost done here. I love this. When you fail your nature roll, the fermented berries have taken full effect. The gnome warned me. And it's just
funny.
Wizard with a hat, an appropriate wizard doing something fun.
Yeah, wearing tennis shoes. They look like Adidas.
So anyway,
So we're gonna have a little fun with the Blueshines. Is that what we're doing?
Alphinius.
Yes, my dear.
Something's happening.
What?
I think that we're being hacked.
What?
I think that we're being hacked.
I don't understand this.
I can't stop. No, go away. Oh my goodness, what's going on? There's
We are the DLF.
Camera Mendy, what is this?
Wait, what? I need to stand up. Okay, hold on. We are the DLF. We have infiltrated. Also, we will find you, Alphinius. We will take over. Wait, what's wrong? What's going on? Can you all, did the hack work? Can you all hear me?
We can hear you.
Excellent. We have infiltrated your pathetic little stream here, and we are happily going to take over. And we are going to find you, Alphinius Goo.
No, you're not, DLF. He's going to escape with the help of the Gooey community.
Yes, you will never find me, you bastards.
Oh, we are hot on your trail. And listen, for all of you little gooey goobers, he doesn't want to be found because he has been giving you fake clues.
No!
This
Certainly not.
is the real map of where he has been.
We can't see it.
We can't see it. It's
Camera person, fix my thing. This is so horrible. Ah. Do you see it now?
Can I just take a moment and say, I know this is incredibly stupid and campy, but I hope you're liking it. Keep going, DLF person.
I don't know what you're
Perfect.
talking about, Alphinius. This is real life. You're totally
Oh my
kidnapped.
God, I'm gonna.
This is the real map of where he is.
Good school. I'm scared. Mouse expansion.
Listen, that is not true. Don't you listen to this person.
It is 100% true. He's been leading you on astray. He does not want to come back to you, gooey goobers.
They are trying to mislead you so you don't have a chance to win one of the gift cards.
Oh no. Well,
I am not near the Eye of Scryon.
100%. He is over, as you can see over here, throughout the river of Tran in the Indiana Ocean. He does not want to be found. He does not want to come back to our little gooey goobers.
okay. Well, I don't believe you, and we're gonna find him, and we're gonna give out 100 gift cards, $110 gift cards to the people who guess right, and one $50 gift card to someone who is just a lucky winner that gets drawn. So, cheers.
Poo on you. Poo on you.
Yes.
Say it, Cameraman.
I'm taking back the stream now.
No. Keep the signal alive. Keep the signal alive. We must continue.
I'm gonna take back the stream unless you have anything else to say.
All that I have to say is make sure that you stay tuned
don't
this
say
week
anything
to
else.
see if you can find out where Alphinius Goo is.
Okay. You are a bad
Get him off,
person.
Cameraman. You
Bye.
bastards. Nobody likes you.
I managed to take back the
You said
stream.
goodbye to the DLF. You said goodbye
I
to
have
the
to be
DLF.
polite. That is part of my upbringing.
Oh my God. This is the cheesiest thing we have ever done.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is not cheesy.
Worst,
This is
most
real.
cheesiest. My eyes are watering, Cameraman. All right. Yes, I must get off the island. You must solve the clues, and then you will have an opportunity to put the answer into someplace on the Gooey Cube website where the DLF is taken over, and you'll have to put in your answer. And then based on your answer, you'll put into win a drawing if you get the right answer. And we're going to help you with all the answers. So don't worry. It's going to be easy. Right, Cameraman?
Indeed. In fact, we will do the sixth
Are
clue
you
right
looking at
now.
the chat right
And
now?
then we're going to do a whole tour of the Blueshine archipelago. So,
Okay,
First-
is there any good comments in the chat about our totally cheesy acting job right there?
I have not read them yet. Hold on, because I was trying to get something up. Let me look. Hold on. Give me just a second. Oh, wait. Lawrence.
Oh my God. Don't let him back in.
No, I saw Lawrence. He was there. He's figuring it out. I swear I saw Lawrence. Did you not see him there for a second?
I saw something pop in.
Yes. I think Lawrence is on your trail. That special forces training is really kicking in. So
Yes, I know Rainy
Oh,
Windsong
wait.
tried to
Wait, hold on.
Guys, are you okay? Somebody just hacked the stream.
Oh my
Lawrence.
goodness.
Lawrence, oh my God.
I'm here to help, guys. I'm here to go through. I already have Riley going through it. He's trying to do a reverse trace route onto the IP address to go through and find the MAC address for the NAS system in order to go through and reroute the traffic through the VPN.
Awesome. Oh, I'm
I don't
so
know what
relieved.
I don't know what a VPM is, but that sounded cool.
That's fine. That's what me and Riley and Alexander are going to take care of.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, I'm excited about it but we must also Chaldean has been accosted and arrested. Rainy Windsong is lost we have serious problems going on out here right now. Serious.
How many people am I looking for?
Goo is on some ship. I don't know. Goo is on some ship trying to rescue me. I don't really like the snail, so I hope he's not the one who rescues me. So, thanks a lot, Harry.
That's us. Okay, you guys ready to do this puzzle?
Yeah, what's the latest clue so that way I can finally launch my strike team to come get you?
Okay, so this is clue number 6. Name the town of sweetest water that lies upon a bay.
So zoom in a little bit, camera. Zoom in a little bit, cameraman, so people can see it a little better.
So where
or is
would
that as
bay...
far as you can zoom in?
I can go in more. So is it Sawali Bay? No.
Said sweetest water, right?
There's an Argent Bay, Xavier's
I think
Bay.
with Lawrence on here, I'm having a little problem.
Probably. I'm gonna have to go through.
I don't think it's you. I don't think it's Lawrence. You've been kind of cutting in and out, Alphinius. Oh, I found it. It's Matthews Bay with Sweetwater.
Ah, there you go. That makes sense.
So me and you, Lawrence, will chat while Alphinius is figuring out his network stuff. Or sorry, his scrying stone stuff.
Makes sense. All right, what's the next clue?
All right, name a town where sea snakes swirl in the ocean night and day.
Cameramandy, I have lost my visual.
Okay, you've lost your visual. You might need to move somewhere with better connectivity, if you know what I'm saying, with that scrying stone.
You need to put the scrying stone up inside the sky so that way it'll go through and it'll triangulate. I saw it on Parks and Rec that one time.
That's funny. Okay,
so right now, let me see. There is a small building nearby. I will.
Oh, you will go to the small building nearby. Okay, good. Okay, so name a town where sea snakes swirl in the ocean night and day.
All right, I'm sharing Serpent's Cove in the chat is what we're looking for. Serpent's Cove.
Let's see here. Let me zoom out. It might be a little bit easy. Oh, I found Serpent's Cove. Yep.
All right. So we went from Sweetwater Bay to Serpent's Cove. Okay, what's the next one?
Then lastly, name a town where flowers float upon the air. Flowers float upon the air.
Silver Island, Leeward, Hookstown, Fort Silver, Rosewind.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful name for a.
We need to make these more difficult.
I think the idea is to not make them too difficult.
Hey, give me a vote in the chat for all you folks because you guys seem to be on this really. Do we need to make it harder?
Alphinius, thank goodness you're back.
I have found my way to another place where I think
Did you clear the entire building first? Make sure nobody else is there.
I've looked around.
Okay, then go through and take a glass light bulb, go through, break it in front of all the entrances. That way, if anybody walks through, they go over and make a lot of noise. You know, just all the normal stuff.
Yeah.
Lawrence, where do I find a glass light bulb in the world of Zyathé?
I mean, they probably have kerosene lamps. They also have an entire tram system. I don't know who has what. Find some glass. Or just cast the alarm spell if you want to do it that way.
I can't cast spells. They have put some kind of suppression thing upon me. This is my problem. Anyway,
there we go. All right, so we're at Rosewind.
Okay, these 3 may bring you fortune if for the wizard you do care. What are the 3 towns' names? So it was Sweetwater, Rosewind, and Serpent's Cove.
But I think you need to keep them in the correct order, Cameramendi.
Okay, sorry. Sweetwater, Serpent's Cove, Rosewind. SSR. What is that?
Apparently, they're going to post some puzzle here in the week. This is what they said.
Well, they said that they were giving us wrong clues all along. And then they put up a map that we will certainly not hang up in the office framed for all of eternity. So
I don't know if we can recover it. First, we have to launch a raid on the DLF headquarters in order to get that. Which is just another thing that I'll add to the list. Don't worry, Alphinius.
I appreciate it, sir. You are magnificent. So now the fun we're going to have here a little bit is we are going to take you on a little quick tour of the Blueshine Archipelago.
Yes. Now here's the deal. I have to go to the bathroom, which happens very rarely during this stream. So I will start you guys out on the tour, and then I will be back. So
All right.
um
Have a good pee, Cameramendi.
thank you. Okay, so here's a question. I have a PowerPoint presentation. How do I get it to present? And before people make fun of me for this question, I am a videographer that works in other Adobe products. So very skillfully. Okay, but yes. What do we do? How do I present this? Do you know, Alphinius?
Fortunately, Lawrence is in the same location as you and it just walked towards you.
Oh, I am not in the same location as Lawrence because
You're
I
right.
am at my house.
You're at your home.
So
Lawrence just
this is
walked
called
away.
a low budget production.
There he is right there.
So somebody just walked into the office where I was hard at work trying to ship orders. I was not, being the DLF chat. And Colt just walked on in, so I just was like, "Hey, heads up, I'm here."
Oh, that's funny.
Before I get an angry text saying, "Hey, Lawrence, you left the door open again because you worked too late last night."
Okay. I don't know how to put this on present.
She wants to know how to make.
I'm just going to show it as it is, and then people can tell
me.
Is
it on PowerPoint or is it on
PowerPoint presentation? So.
You want to go add file from, you want to go down to the bottom where it says present, then you want to go to your computer, and then you want to select the PowerPoint presentation.
But where's
or just blow that up to
just blow that up, Cameramendi. This will be fine.
Wait. Is this it? No.
Press control or press.
Go to the little theater icon at the bottom. The little
press
theater icon.
F4.
This one?
Oh, you mean like in PowerPoint? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you did it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes. Looks great.
Now I can't see in StreamYard.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, what the heck?
We can see you, Cameramendi. Just go ahead and do it. This is perfect.
Okay.
So, my friends, this of course is the world of Zyathé, right? Showing the four. Cameramendi, stop bleeping.
I'll be back in a.
Enjoy your pee. So this is the world of Zyathé, my friends, right? So this is the four major continents. There's 9 continents, right? So you've got the 2 poles, Ablum and Sublum, right? South of Ablum, which is the North Pole, is Nordruka, which is where the Arachnoids originally were established by the gods. South of there is Verdestia, which was broken in 2 in the cataclysm of the Woe of Ruin. South of that is and Verdestia, most of you all know, is much like Eastern to Western Europe, Northern to Southern Europe, right? And that's what we kind of danced with there to be our inspiration. Sundestia, which is down south of Verdestia, is much more inspired by Africa and the Near East, Egypt. It's got a lot of that stuff all mashed up in there. To the far east of Sundestia is Zostrenia, and Zostrenia is really a mashup of Central to South America and all the mythology and all of that stuff. And to the north of Zostrenia is Estrenia. And Estrenia is really like the Far East, all of the Japan and China and Korea, et cetera, and all of the
Asiatic countries.
Pardon me? Asiatic, yes, Asia. And then in the center of this is one of the major continents that was the seat of the Ethnic Empire, where when the Woe of Ruin occurred, because there was so much high magic sequestered on that location. Oh, Cameramendi's back. I can tell because the thing is bleeping. So, Cameramendi, you have to go back. I was almost done with the previous slide. Yes, there you go. So this is Crooks now. It was Responsia. This was the seat of the cataclysm. This was where it began. And much of the world has changed because of that. I won't spend too much time on this because this lore is many of you know this lore. So go forward, Cameramendi. So this is Verdestia. And Verdestia has 2 sides of the continent. And if you go all the way to the south of the western Verdestia continent, you can see this wonderful archipelago down there. And that.
Lawrence, do you want to stay on or do you want to drop out? Do you want to go find Alphinius?
I need to get all the information before I go through and launch my strike.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, just making sure. Okay.
And so this is wonderful archipelago down there is the Blueshine archipelago. and that is where I am sequestered at this point. I just don't know which island, and that is the crux of the puzzle, if you will. So
now, for most of the people who have played through Darkest Dream and are pretty familiar with that, so where's Darkest Dream on this map take place?
Oh, we can go back. Let's do that. Let's bounce back.
That'll help people orient really well.
So
sorry about the way that I'm doing this. I feel like this is not the most efficient way to be doing it.
It's awful.
The DLF is still trying to get into the stream. That's what it is.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly what's happening, cameraman. Go with that. That was
okay.
So Gooey Riley is going on over, and he's using Netscape to go through and block him out and stuff. So he's actively counter hacking him.
So if you go to the if you see the archipelago on the western side of the archipelago, where there's a very large island to the southwest, you see that very
also
large
known as the bottom left of the map.
That's correct. If you're looking at that, if you just literally go north of that area, you see a very large bay that is on the side of the continent right there. Okay, not the inlet, but the bay that's sort of shaped almost a little bit like Africa. The little tiny bay there on the side. That is where Darken Haven is, and all around there is where the Red Star Rising campaign takes place.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So you have to go pretty far north. I want to make sure you're not in Anvala. Okay, so there's a bay there, and
that's like midway up the map or something.
Yeah, it's
right?
midway up the map. You can
like here.
Yes. Does everybody see the pointed
There's
mountain?
Darkhaven.
Yes.
No, we do not. We do not see the
mountain?
pointer.
The pointed mountain. There is a pointed mountain that's just going straight up north from the Blueshines. There's a pointed mountain. If you go to the left of the pointed mountain, that is where Darken Haven is located, and that is.
Hey, Mandy, on the bottom left of your screen, there's a little pen icon. If you select that, you can like draw on these as we go through.
You can what?
Ooh. You can draw on the bottom left-hand corner. There's a pen icon.
Okay. Just know I can't see the chat or anything.
Yeah, that's fine. We're keeping an eye on it. It's just Portfolus and Chet arguing.
Okay.
All right. Let us keep going.
Wow, I just learned something about PowerPoint.
So now when you're in the Blueshine archipelago, there's all these different islands, right? There's Cuttlebone and Thyra and Fuundungu and a Pearl Island and Hag's Eye, and this was really designed to be a wonderful place for pirates, right? For all the people who love pirates. So I guess Colt is coming. Tell Colt he should not be interrupting us, or he should say hello if he's at least going to do that.
Hey Colt, you want to come say hi? He said no.
So anyway, so these are all of the islands, and this was designed to really give us a Pirates of the Caribbean sort of thing in the world of Zyathé. And this is where somewhere on one of these islands you will find me and they have a chance to win a gift card. So let's keep going, Cameramandy. So the feel again is this swashbuckling thing and all of the wonderment, and you can just kind of go as I'm talking, Cameramendi, and bringing out all of this marvelous feel, right, of this tropics and and interesting localities, interesting monsters and creatures, right, and you can just feel the humidity and hear the waves and the cawing of the birds, the dinging of the ship's bells, right, and the explosions of cannon fire, right. So this is what we want to bring in the Blueshine archipelago.
Way to paint a picture, Alphinius. That was beautiful.
Pardon me, my dear.
I said, way to paint a picture. That was beautiful.
Thank you, my dear. No, it's. I mean, and there are going to be many because we are going to do something with Geeky Hoodie for sure. I've been talking about it with him for some time. We want to do an adventure in the Isle of Unduulu. And that will probably come alongside either Geisengax or the Kickstarter that we're going to do next year, later in the year, with Ed Greenwood. And so the Isle of Unduulu is probably the most mysterious and fearful island of all the Blueshines. And we think it's got some tremendous potential. So we're very excited to bring that to the table. Keep going, Cameramendi. So again, when you look at these taverns and you think about it, then of course there's going to be many maroon there, right? And I love the feel of it. When you're sitting there just looking at this, right? It's all the wonderful piratey tropes, right? Which just make it so good, right? It's just all this wonderfulness that you see, and then I'm not sure about this picture, cameraman.
It's showing Brine Fog.
Oh, it's showing the Brine Fog Mountains and Cuttlebone Island, but I'm not sure why we did it sort of split in half like that. I don't know why That's
I
interesting.
think because one is not labeled and one is labeled.
Oh, right. So the people can see how it is when it's not labeled. Yeah, it's magnificent. So of course, there's Cuttlebone Island right here. This gives you an idea because Cuttlebone is probably the most one of the most populous and frankly populated, right, settled locations of the Blueshine. So they have these wonderful pirate towns and all of that stuff. Keep going, Camramendi. And of course, there's all these wonderful smaller islands that aren't even depicted on the maps, right? These little ones that you can kind of sail into and all of that stuff, and really have these. And this gives you as a game master wonderful opportunities to just add your own stuff, right? It doesn't all have to be on the islands that are shown, because there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, thousands of these smaller islands that just are too small to be depicted on the map. But isn't that wonderful, Camramendi, when you're looking at that, right? And this is Hag's Eye and the Isle of Capsa, right, where Cartagus is, which is also a very populated town and a really cool, marvelous place to visit. And there's a picture of Cartagus at night. And I mean, oh, Camramendi, I can feel it, I can just feel it, right? And of course, we have swampy areas because that's sort of the feel of it. There's going to be all of this stuff and scary things, scary monsters that people will find and experience.
I know Carrie and AJ, after having to write up so many NSREs for Gloomsport and Darkenhaven, are just going to be stoked to be writing up NSREs in Pirateville.
I already got to do it, my boy. Don't you know?
And the Confuddling concoctions for the Blueshire Archipelago is going to be dope.
So yes, Confuddling concoctions, which we of course are doing as part of the Guys and Gags Kickstarter, as part of all the new stuff that we're bringing out. Jim is working with us on that. We're very excited for it because it's going to have all these little alchemical. Slow down, Camramendi. Go back. So they're going to have all these alchemical concoctions that you can get mixed in bars, where taverns, where it'll cost more money, but it might give you a little tiny bit of a boost. None of them are potable. They're not really things you can store as potions and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they're not shelf stable.
Yeah, so they're going to be a lot of fun, and I think y'all are going to love.
But the Blueshire Archipelago has to have the best ones, right?
Of course, right? It's certainly based in Rum.
Oh yeah.
Yo ho, right? And a bottle of rum.
That would be fun to do a little supplement of tavern shanties.
Oh, you know what? It would be fun. All right.
It would also give you a really good place to channel all of your musical theater energy.
Or put it in Gloomport.
Huh?
Put it in Gloomport.
Yeah, put it in Gloomport. I'll see what I can do. I mean, time is and time is all we have, right? And we have a lot to do. But anyway,
time is what we don't have.
Marvelous monsters. The time is what we don't have. You're right. And strange and interesting creatures and all of this stuff. And then keep going, Camramendi. And interesting ruins from long ago and places to explore. And this is what we just love. Just love the feel of it and the interest of it as you go forward. I mean, look at that, Camramendi, right? I mean, this is why I love art, right? I love art because it so inspires the mind to take it to other places and feel it in the mind's eye. It fuels the mind's eye. It doesn't hurt the mind's eye. It fuels it. Of course,
the island of Andulu here.
Yes, this is the Isle of Andulu. This is only part of it. There are also jungly sections, but you can see if on the far left there's actually some of the rock has actually floating above the other portion of the mountain. So this is what has happened. There's strange things afoot on the Isle of Andulu. But go back to Father Jiki real quick, because I just want to say. So as I all know, many of you marvelous people have brought characters to the world of Zyathé, and this is one of my more favorite of our marvelous portraited characters, who is Father Jiki. And Father Jiki is a maroon, and you will meet Father Jiki in the Gloomport. And Father Jiki is just a wonderful character played by our marvelous Geeky Hoodie. So, and I just love this. I love this picture. It was one of the earlier portraits we ever did.
I actually have a few coming up here.
Yes,
for the blue people.
The governor of Moon Island is
the governess. Yes. So Michelle wanted to be the governess of Moon Island, and Christy and Michelle, of course, helped us tremendously in the creation of the Blueshines. And there's Christy, right, Kara School Thyra. and she is of Thyra Island. And they helped us with this marvelous Blueshine archipelago and the original creation of it. And was so proud to work with them, and the work they did was so marvelous. And we really ended up with a wonderful area because of their wonderful inputs. And of course, because it's piratey thing, we're going to have lots of fusils, right? And lots of fire fusils that fire, right? And you know, it's not, we don't have really gunpowder in the world of Zyathé, right? We have these fusils. And so this is the magnificence of it, right? And of course, there's probably going to be some, you know, some undead ships out there. Yes, you know all of it, Lawrence. Yes.
Little pirate Skoondaroos.
Yes, of course. Why not?
I really hope when the Skoondaroos and the Pazood end up in a bar together, like everyone's just like, "Oh, you undead," and they're like, "No, you don't understand. Like, we're not like those people. Like, they just like."
They're looking down at each other. Down the nose. We are not like them. Yes, we are not like them. But this is also something, right? This is not one of our artworks. This is one that we found, but it really, really inspired us here at the Gooey Cube headquarters to start thinking about submersibles. And what could we do with submersibles that wouldn't take us off the deep end, but really bring us sort of a Captain Nemo-esque kind of feel. And so this will be, as we move forward in the creation of the various things, these are going to come into play.
Okay.
So well, that is it.
That is our tour. Is 11:02. Aye, Captain. Thank you for your delight. I'm sorry, I didn't work on my pirate voice at all.
Go, cameraman, go. Give it to you. Aye,
aye, Captain. Thank you, sir.
It's not good, Lawrence. Arr, let me tell you.
She's improving.
You got to keep working on it. You just got to practice, and that's how you get there. So, did the chat enjoy this? Was this good? Was this fun for you today?
I have not been able to see the chat because I was doing the slideshow. Lawrence, did you?
Yeah, they've been having fun.
Okay.
All right, beautiful. I'm glad, because it was the cheesiest damn thing we've ever done. Anyway, my friends.
I don't know about that. We've done some pretty cheesy
stuff. But listen, my marvelous friends, thank you all for your wonderful participation, for helping us make these things special. I can't wait for you to see the Gloomport. It is every bit as magnificent as Darkenhaven, and and we've had so many wonderful people working on it. I've said their names so many times. Right now, it's really in the AJ and Kevin Lilly and Kerry are in the teeth of it right now. Trying to put this, and Kerry's really working hard to try to keep everything together, and Kevin's trying to help organize, and AJ's just trying to write stats and all of the stuff that he does, and then of course all the contributors who help make the Gloomport really special. Edvard's working on new artworks for it. We've got other people working on artworks. Can't wait for you to see these wonderful artworks. And we'll probably in the weeks to come, we'll start doing a little bit of a tour of the Gloomport with some of these new artworks and show them to you. So now, my friends, here's the last of it, right? So the clues apparently from the DLF are being put up in the den. They've all 6 have been put up in there, all 6 clues. And what you need to do is to solve all of the locations. And then apparently there is some kind of a cipher or something that is soon to come. And you'll have to use the locations and the cipher to actually identify the island upon which you may find my personage. When you do that, there'll be a place in the website that you can go to where you can put in your answer. And everyone who gets a correct answer will be entered to win gift cards from Gooey Cube. We're going to give out 100 $10 gift cards and one $50 gift card to or as many people as enter. So I think we'll get more than 100, but certainly you have a chance to win something special real quick in a fun little thing. Hope you enjoyed this crazy madness that we've been doing with while Ms. Goo and I have been away and about.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, my apologies. Yes.
Thank you for disbelief. How dare you?
Yes,
how dare you lecture me on it, and then you go and do that kind of stuff? I do not.
My humblest apologies, cameraman. Help me get off this island.
I know,
please. Okay. I am at the wits of my end. Please help me.
All those cocktails really have all the tropical weather, the climate. Yes. Okay. Anyway, love to you all. Thank you so much. Go schedule yourself for Genghis Khan. All that stuff is now open. And
Any order
Yeah,
issues, send them to support@gooeycube.com.
Now, we've been very explicitly told me and Alphinius that we're not allowed to we're not allowed to help on customer service stuff anymore. So
honestly, Cameron Mandy and Alphinius Goo's like to-do list is 1.5 miles long, and they have such big hearts that if you email them like a customer service thing, they are going to help you. But I need them to focus on other stuff that I can't do. And so send all your stuff over to support@gooeycube.com. We'll get it resolved ASAP. Yeah, it's been absolutely crushing it.
but do email us just happy things. We enjoy that.
That's true. You get some happy stuff over to them. But absolutely,
you said Mel was getting out a lot of things too. She was helping out too. So
we had really good shipping numbers this week. We went through last week was really big for identifying a couple of bottlenecks, which we're going through and addressing at the start of this week. And we're going through and we're full steam ahead, kicking ass and taking names as far as trying to get orders out.
And this is a family-friendly show.
Yes. Lawrence, don't be using the word ass.
We're allowed at least like 1 or 2 F-bombs, I'm pretty sure.
No. We try to avoid the F-bombs. But Cameron Mandy has said the S word a few times.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfect. Anyway, we appreciate you all so much. We'll
yes.
Maybe Alphinius will be back in studio.
Get me off this island. Thank you all for being so fun.
Absolutely. You guys take care and have yourselves a great Saturday.
May all your adventures be sticky. Bye-bye now.